And you have 1, 2, 3, 4 different examples. Please, Hector, read number 1.
Okay. Ask verb. Did we win?
And what is
Oh,
that? Did we win?
okay, okay.
And what
Did we
can you
win?
answer? Yes or no?
Um, yes,
Yes, we did. Or no, we didn't, right?
we didn't. Okay.
For number 2, please, Hector. No,
Again?
sorry, Victor. Victor, number 2.
Okay. Have they arrived?
What can you answer?
Uh, yes, they have.
Yes, they have, or no, they haven't. And for number 3, please, Omar. Is Omar there? No?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Could you repeat the question?
Yes, I could, or no, I couldn't.
Okay.
Next one, Pablo. Pablo Lopez. Pablo Lopez. Mauricio Cabañas, please.
Was any young sleeping in class?
Anyone. Could you repeat?
Was anyone sleeping in class?
Yes, there was, or no, there wasn't. So for all of these questions, we say that they are yes or no questions. For yes or no questions, we don't have a question word, you see? We don't have what, why, where. We don't ask extra information. We only start with auxiliary verb, did, have, could, was, and subject and verb. And the only two possible answers, yes or no, and auxiliary. Okay? So, do you have questions here? Preguntas, estructura? No? Auxiliary verb, subject, and main verb. And the only two possible answers, yes or no. Now, for the other type of questions that we usually ask, we have a question word at the beginning, auxiliary verb, subject, and the action. These are the questions that we usually ask. Please, Pedro Coat, could you please read number 1?
Where do they live?
Where do they live?
Where do they live?
Can you give me any answer? Where do they live? They live.
They live in Puebla.
Okay. So we say they live in Puebla. They live in Puebla. We have a subject who is doing the action. Where do they live? And we answer, they, the subject, live in Puebla. If we ask where, we ask about one place, location, and we answer in Puebla. These are object questions. Please, Ian, number 2.
When will Frank go to university?
Tell me one answer. He.
Frank go to the university on Monday.
On Monday. So let's see. Frank will go to the university on Monday. One more time, we have subject, Frank, and the action go. So he will go to the university on Monday. If we ask when, we answer the date. Monday, okay? But if we say Monday, here, Monday is extra information. Monday is the object. We don't have Monday as the subject, right? The same with Puebla. Puebla is extra information. Please, Laura Fernanda, whom?
Who were you talking to?
I was talking to I was talking to
Restaurant.
I was talking to the restaurant. ¿Le estaba hablando al restaurante?
No, talking to mathematics.
I was talking to one person. Who?
One person who.
My friend, let's say. I was talking to my friend. Who is doing the action here? Me. I was talking. So who were you talking to? I was talking to my friend. Okay?
Yes.
Again, we have one object. The object is my friend because I do the action and my friend receives the action. So when we have object questions, you have the question word, auxiliary verb, subject, and complement. These are the questions that we ask all the time. Okay? Questions? ¿Preguntas hasta aquí? ¿Dudas?
No.
No. Excellent. So these are subject questions.
¿Cómo le quito la pantalla? ¿La cámara? Sí. No la puedo tapar nada.
Okay. Finally.
Profesora, me da pena.
Okay. La verdad, no los estoy viendo a cada uno porque me sale
Me da pena salir,
¿Cómo que te
You
doy
can
pena?
turn off your camera. Doesn't matter.
Ya pasó lista.
No, todavía.
Okay.
Okay.
Sí, déjalo, ya sí lo dejo.
So here we have the last type of questions. For these questions, we're going to read again. Please, Fernando. Fernando?
¿Qué está preguntando?
Question number 1, please, Fernando. Read question number 1.
What? Chingón.
Fernando? Okay. Who's there? Leo. Leo, can you please read question number 1? Leo, Leonardo, Tlalpa.
What was making the noise?
What was making that noise? What is one possible answer? What was making that noise? ¿Qué estaba haciendo ese ruido? You can say, my dog. So, my dog, oh my God, my dog. Here. What was making that noise? My dog was making that noise. In this case, we don't know who is the subject. What? If we ask what, it's because we don't know what was making that noise. And if you observe, now we have the question word, verb, and object. Number 2, please, Eliud, read number 2.
Who sent the gift?
Gift, the present, one gift. Who sent the gift, Eliud?
¿Qué? Ese bus. A ver, bien. 5 minutos.
Who sent the gift? The verb send is the past of send. You can send a WhatsApp message or you can send one package by mail. And the gift is a present, un regalo. So who sent the present? Who sent the gift?
¿The present? ¿No?
¿Quién envió el regalo?
Gustavo.
The president.
El president.
For example, okay? The president sent the gift. Okay? Please, Aldair, number 3.
Which is your favorite color?
Aldair, which is your favorite color?
¿Quién?
Which?
¿Cuál?
Color? It's black.
Okay, black. Black. And finally, please, Ivan Vélez.
Who ran away?
Who? Who ran away?
Okay.
Who ran away? ¿Quién se escapó? Who ran away?
My cat.
Yeah, my cat ran away. Okay. Ay, no se ve. Who ran away? My cat. So if you observe all these possible answers, my dog, the president, black, my cat, they are nouns and they are subjects. That's why we call these subject questions, because you have one question word, what, who, which. You can ask what, who, or which, and you don't have the subject, qué, quién, o cuál. And we don't know who make this, the action. So instantly after the question word, we use the verb. If you observe, here you don't have auxiliaries and here you don't have subjects. ¿Estamos de acuerdo? Solo question word y la oración pero sin sujeto. Was making that noise, sent a gift, is your favorite color, and ran away. La oración sin sujeto y one question word, una palabra de pregunta, una interrogación, ¿ok? What, who, and which. Esto lo vimos la clase pasada, pero estoy haciendo un repaso por si no quedó claro. ¿Tienen dudas hasta acá?
No.
No?
No.
Okay,
No.
so please open your books on page 73, please. Page 73. On page 73, we have to make the distinction between subject and object questions. So for number 1, we need to find which are the mistakes here. Do you like reading? Yes? Are you on page 73? Are you all on page 73?
Yes.
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 Okay. So here you need to make the distinction. Are they subject or object questions? If they have one mistake, you need to tell me which is the mistake. Maria Teresa, could you please tell me number 1 is correct or incorrect?
Correct.
It's correct. Do you like reading? It's an object question or a yes or no question. ¿Qué tipo de pregunta es? Yes or no question, subject or object question?
Object question.
Do you like reading? What is the possible answer?
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes or no? So we say only yes or no question. Let's mark it here. Yes or no? This is a yes or no question. Number 2, please, Arcadio, read the question number 2. Arcadio? Okay, Ángel González, please read question number 2.
¿Qué onda, bro?
No.
Sí, güey, perdón, güey. Me equivoqué, güey. Estaba yo en clase.
Alejandro Castro, please.
En Classroom.
Alejandro Castro.
No.
Ocupado, dice.
Uy, están en clase. Ok. Number 2. ¿Quién me puede decir number 2?
Sí, güey.
¿Alguien? Number 2. Who could read number 2?
Who does read the most in your family?
Okay, thank you, Hector. Who does read the most in your family? Is this correct or incorrect?
Incorrect.
It's incorrect. And why? What is the mistake?
Dos.
Yes. If you observe here, this is a subject question.
Todas.
This asks for a subject. The possible answer is my brother, my mother, or my uncle, my father. If I ask about a subject, I don't need auxiliary. You just need the question word and the rest of the sentence. Verb and complement.
Sí, güey, sí me la hubieran dado.
Read. Now, if we say my mother or my brother, we need to use third person. Reads. Ay, no sé. Who reads? Because it's he or she the possible answer. Who reads the most in your family? Le agregamos ese porque se va a conjugar como si fuera él o ella. Esa es la única opción que tenemos. My brother, my sister, my mother. So she reads the most in my family. Who reads the most in your family is the subject question. ¿Hasta aquí alguna duda?
No.
No.
¿No? ¿Sí está claro? Ok. Number 3, please, Kevin. Number 3.
No mames, güey. Sí le hicieron a todos casi la de... Este Silencio metió la de 9 baros. Sí, se la vino. Hasta me llamó por... Oye, no, una de hablo.
Yo les voy a dar el acceso al micrófono porque unos están hablando por teléfono y no puedo escuchar. So, here we have Kevin.
Who will be your favorite writer?
Who, and we don't say be, we need to use the verb. Who,
Correct question.
who is your favorite writer? Okay? We use instantly the verb who is your favorite writer because it's a subject question. Thank you, Kevin. Okay. Now, please. Haziel, are you there? Haziel? 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 No? Angelica? Yes? Can you turn on your microphone, please?
Yes.
Okay.
Which books have become famous recently?
Recently. Is correct or incorrect?
Is incorrect.
Which books? ¿Cuáles libros? We have category. Which books have become famous recently? Correct
It's
or
correct.
incorrect?
It's correct.
Yes. And it's a subject question because we expect one subject. Oh, Harry Potter. That is one collection of books that has become famous. Okay?
Okay.
Number 5, please. Ivan Vélez.
Okay. What did be your favorite book when you were a child?
Correct or incorrect?
I think it's incorrect.
And what is the correct version?
What is your favorite book when you were a child?
But when you were a child, is present or past?
Past.
So? We cannot use did with be. We use the verb to be in past. What?
Yes. What were your book?
Where is plural? Singular?
Uh, what was your book?
Mhm.
No, what was it is? No, what was your favorite book when you were a child?
Mhm, that's correct. And next one, please, Ian.
Who did write it?
Mhm. Is correct or incorrect?
Correct.
Who did
Correct.
write it? Do you have a subject? Is there a subject here? Who did write it? Who is the subject? We don't have a subject. It's a subject question. With subject question, what is the mistake? Who?
Is?
¿Necesitan auxiliar para subject question? Observe.
Yes.
No.
No.
No, for subject questions, you don't need auxiliary. Observe. Who reads? Who is? What was? And you don't need an auxiliary. Entonces, who?
Was. Right.
No.
Who is?
Necesitamos solo el complemento de la oración. ¿Es pasado o presente?
Pasado.
Pasado. ¿Quién?
Wrote.
Yes, who wrote it? ¿Quién lo escribió? Si preguntamos por el sujeto, no necesitan auxiliar y no necesitan verbo. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Please, Ashanti, number 7. Ashanti,
How often you read on the internet?
is this correct or incorrect? How often, present, simple present, how often you read on the internet?
What to do, no?
Correct.
How often you read?
How often do you read? How often do you read? How often do you read? You need the auxiliary in simple present. How often do you read on the internet? And finally, number 8. Where and when do you like to read? Is correct or incorrect? Where and when do you like to read?
Correct.
Yes, that is correct because now we have one subject and the auxiliary. Okay, so far so good. ¿Hasta aquí dudas?
No.
¿No? ¿Tomaron nota?
Yes.
Sí.
Sí. Okay, so for unit, for unit 3, you have these 3 topics. They are here. Present continuous versus going to for future. You have questions without auxiliaries. Who sent the present? What causes this problem? Whose guitar costs? Which soccer players played for that team? Solamente necesitan la pregunta who, what, whose, which y el verbo. That's it. Okay? All the rest of the sentences. who sends the present, who causes the problem. Es lo que acabamos de practicar. Y para terminar, we have making a phone call. Here you have some of the phrases that you can use when someone is calling you or when you need to make a phone call. So the caller could start the call, ask to speak to someone, or what happens if the person that you want is not there or is not available, and how to finish this call. I'm going to share a video with you on Google Classroom with more vocabulary and more phrases. But basically, what you need to learn are these phrases. Please, Jaciel, help me to read these phrases. The color.
Pardon?
Jaciel, could you please read the phrases?
Yes.
Mhm.
Hello, Didi. Hello, Didi, Sandy.
Mhm.
Hello, this is Wendy. No?
It's Wendy. So when you make a phone call
How's it
and you
feel?
start, you introduce yourself and you say, this is, or it's. No dices, I am Andy. You say, it's Wendy, it's Andy, this is Andy. Questions? Preguntas?
No.
No. Next one. Continue, Jaciel, please. Jaciel?
¿Sigo?
Yes, please, continue.
Sí.
Yes?
Can I do speak to?
Yes, when you are making a phone call and you need another person, you say, can I speak to Mr. Gonzalez? Can I speak to, and you mention the person, okay? Can I speak to the police department? Can I speak to your boss? Here you ask for a different person. If the person is not there, please, Jaciel. Jaciel?
Can I message?
Leave. Can I leave?
Yes.
Can I leave a message?
Can
And
I leave?
finally, see you soon. Goodbye. Okay?
Goodbye.
Questions, preguntas sobre este vocabulario?
No.
No,
No.
that's when you make a phone call. Now, if you receive the phone call, if you answer the cell phone, you say, what do you say, please? Rosa, Rosaide? Rosa Aide?
What?
Mm-hmm.
Me?
Yes, can you read the receiver, all these
Okay.
vocabulary?
Start the call.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Paul speaking.
Yes.
Find out who is speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Who's calling, please?
Call. Who is calling,
Oh.
please?
Who's calling, please?
Oh, it's oh. Who is calling? Next.
When the person that call wants isn't there. I am afraid she's not here at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Can I take a messenger?
Can I take a message?
Message? I'll ask her to call you back.
I'll ask her to call you back.
Okay.
And finally,
finish the call. Thanks for calling.
okay. If you finish the call, okay, thanks for calling. ¿Tienen dudas sobre este vocabulario?
No.
No.
En Classroom
No.
les dejé las instrucciones para que terminen la unidad 3. Nada más nos falta la lección 3, página 32. So please go to your page 32. And there you need to do a listening activity, complete the conversation with the verbs, and on page 33, manage phone problems. You're going to check that vocabulary. Okay, so for all of these unit, we learned present continuous versus going to. We learned questions without auxiliaries, present continuous versus going to, questions without auxiliaries, and now all the functions are making a phone call. So for your exam next Saturday, these are the topics. ¿Tienen alguna duda sobre estos temas, chicos?
¿Por dónde va a ser el examen, profa?
Lo voy a hacer en Classroom, yo lo voy a diseñar, les voy a poner un número de preguntas. No va a ser un examen como